You are listening to the Sauce Podcast, recorded live deep beneath historic downtown Seneca Falls, New York, in the FingerLakes1.com studios, featuring Dandy, Aaron D, Tony Sometime, and Saucy Joe. And now, let's get
Good evening, Saucepod streamers and chocolate lovers everywhere. It's me, Tony Sometimes, and this is episode number 78 of the Sauce Podcast, recorded live in the studios of FingerLakes1.com, deep beneath historic downtown Seneca Falls, New York. It's Monday, November 12th, 2012, and tonight, in a special edition of the show, we're going to be pitting 32 candy bars against one another in a last man standing battle royale of nougat, nuts, caramel, and chocolate to determine the champion bar. The brackets were announced late Sunday night, and if you want to follow along, head on over to www.thesaucepod.com and download, view, or print yourself a copy. Of course, I cannot conduct a competitive event of this magnitude alone, so per usual, I'm joined up here in the studio tonight with my saucy compañeros, Saucy Joe.
Hello. Hello.
And Dandy Aaron D.
I'm the swing vote.
He is a swing vote fresh off an election last Tuesday. And Rudy P. Wrongtone is not with us tonight. He is in Orlando, Florida.
Swing state.
Yeah. But if there is a vote that needs to be breaking between the chat room and we can go via text to Rudy.
There can't be.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There's only three of us here.
There's no ties.
The chat room can have my vote. First person to
Either
chime
way.
in the chat room is the...
Either way, there's no tie.
There won't be a tie, no.
So we don't need it.
Yeah, there never would be a tie. Unless we gave the chat room their own vote.
I'm going to give them my vote.
No, you would still have your vote, then the chat room would have their vote.
Danny doesn't want to vote. You see him trying to shirk his
I know.
voting
Well,
duties.
Dandy comes in today and he says, because, I don't really like doing these things.
I told Saucy Joe a couple weeks ago.
And I agreed with you. But, there's something to be said for a candy bar bracket.
I'm just saying.
It was something that we talked about doing.
I think somebody else who would be more high energy than I am.
But you didn't suggest anyone.
No.
Like Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Because I don't know anybody.
Willy Wonka would fucking go bananas for this.
That's why I said to you, you might want to bring somebody in who could take my spot in that.
When did you say that?
That night. That's how I brought it up.
I got a lot going on. I got a lot of things to consider, ins and outs, what have you. It's tough for me to remember what Dandy Aaron D said to me 2 weeks ago.
I'm going to vote, but it's not like I care, so it's not a true
just
challenge
like last
for
Tuesday
you guys.
then for you.
Which, when I said to him, I said, why can't you just pick a bar? Just
I
pick a bar.
can, but
it's not going to matter, he said. And to which I said, what do you mean it doesn't matter? He's like, it doesn't matter. I just don't care. I'm like, so if you had a Mr. Good bar and a York peppermint patty sitting next to each other, and I said you can have one or the other, you wouldn't choose
whichever
one?
my hand went to first is the one I would choose.
And that's nonsense.
It is.
It doesn't.
And then I said, if you go Halloweening, trick-or-treating they call it nowadays.
Halloweening. Halloweening.
I'm just getting over a cold. Which makes me say things like Halloweening. Yeah. I said, in a kindly old woman opened her door to you, and she had a
What are
bowl
you supposed to be, Sonny?
with two things in it, a York peppermint patty or a Mr. Goodbar. Two completely different experiences.
Look at the packaging is different. You know the taste is different.
If they were gummy bears, I'd grab the gummy bears. But
he said he said he just would close his eyes and pick one.
I wouldn't close my eyes, but I wouldn't focus. I want to be like, oh, I want that one.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't matter.
Nobody wants to eat a York peppermint patty over a Good Bar. Nobody wants to eat those Mallow cups up there. Nobody. Mallow cups are so gross.
Can the Mallow cups pull the upset?
No,
it doesn't sound like it.
I don't think they can.
So
Roger's got my vote.
Oh, Roger's in the chat room?
Roger's in the chat room.
Well, good.
So
I'm
he's your third vote.
Are you saying, is he someone who cares passionately about candy bars?
Listen, I wanted to say this tonight, too.
So if he's not passionate about it, it matters. But if I'm not passionate about it, who gives a fuck?
No, I'm saying you're the one who doesn't want to do it. I wish you were passionate about it. I wish you had the same fire in your belly for candy that I do. But you don't.
I'm telling you, if it was gummy bears, it'd be gummy bears every time.
We can do a various kind of gummy bear thing, but...
Yeah, Roger, a gummy
Roger
bracket.
loves chocolate, and he cares. So
See, there we go.
And I wanted to give a special shout-out to Roger, our chat room buddy, tonight on Veterans Day.
Oh, that's right.
Because he is a veteran and an
Veterans
integral
Day,
part of
Roger.
the show. So wanted to thank Roger for his service, not only to his country on this day, but to our podcast.
Yep, and I believe that we should also probably thank our other resident veteran, Hunt Dog. He's a veteran of pretty much everything. So we should thank Hunt Dog on Veterans Day as well.
Absolutely.
Roger says thank you.
He watches Homeland.
I didn't watch this week's episode. I should call him.
You should.
So, without further ado, actually, I think there will be a little bit of ado.
What kind of ado?
A little ado to find out what's going on in here tonight in terms of beverages.
A man drink like that and he don't eat, he is going to die.
We save hard drinks in here for men who want to get drunk fast.
Bet, babe, slide a piece to the porter. Inside, run the job.
Look at here.
Saucy Joe, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking something a little different. They didn't have any of my normal beverages. This is a Blue Moon Winter Abbey Ale, which I've actually never had, and it's quite good.
Blue Moon is a beer of choice when you want a slice of orange in it.
Sure. Normally I avoid wheat beers as they tend to ravage my intestinal business. But this just has a touch. It's just a touch of wheat.
Touch?
Yeah, I don't understand what that means. We'll see.
And Dandy, Aaron D, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm really bringing it tonight. Nothing.
Nothing tonight?
Oh my gosh.
Wow, he
Bringing
went,
a lot to this episode.
Nothing to drink and nothing to eat.
and nothing to vote on because he has no preference.
No preference.
And I, of course, have a Dunkin' Donuts coffee with cream and 1 sugar. Perfect on a night where you might be sampling some candy.
Inside, run the job.
Look at here.
A man drink like that and he don't eat, he is going to die.
Mallow Cup.
So real quick before we get started, I do have 31 of the 32 bars up in here tonight. Yeah, and you know the one I couldn't find? There were 2 I couldn't find because when I couldn't find one, I was going to go with the other. I couldn't find a Clark bar. I went to 5 places over the course of the last 36 hours. Gas stations or
Let me ask you this. What's the most you bought at one place, and did they look at you strangely?
The first place I bought a lot, and yeah, and they didn't say nothing. The second place I bought not that much, and they didn't say anything. And the last place, which was tonight, they did say something. She goes, "Ooh, a sweet tooth."
Yeah.
And I said to her, I could tell you why I'm buying these various candy bars, but you wouldn't believe me. And of course, then she said, "Oh, sure, I would. Try me." And I said, "Well, we're having a podcast, and we're putting the candy bars into a bracket of 32, and we're going to square them off to find out which is the best candy bar." And she goes, "I believe you."
I think that would be really interesting. I would love to listen to that, she said.
Yeah, I told her where to go. So, but she's probably still at work because it wasn't too long ago that I picked up the last few remaining bars. But because of their inability to find them, the 12th seed in the West bracket, Clark Bar and O. Henry's are just stricken, and Nestle Crunch gets a first round bye. Because if you go 5 places and you can't find it, then you're just not relevant anymore in the world of candy bars. So
Clark Bar, I can't remember the last time I had a Clark Bar.
They usually come around Halloween, but I didn't see any this year.
I didn't have a Clark bar. You know what I did have was a Heath toffee bar. You have any of those in there?
Oh, yeah, we got a Heath bar tonight in the competition. Not sure how
There
it'll
it
fare.
is. I had a Heath bar, my first one in ages, out of my son's Halloween pumpkin bucket, and it was good.
Heath bar's an 8 seed in the East. So,
how can you not love that, Danny? How can you not love talking about Heath bars like that? We're talking about a fucking toffee bar.
if there was a Heath bar sitting here and a piece of dog shit, it wouldn't matter.
No, Danny would just put his hand out, close his eyes.
It wouldn't matter, you know?
Got a Zagnut bar. That's my favorite.
You like
Is
a-
it? Well,
you like
Danny, you
Zagnut?
just have a renewed interest in this because we do have Zagnut.
Where are they seated?
Zagnut would be a number 9 seed, replacing the original O. Henry. When I couldn't find the O. Henry,
Yeah.
I saw the Zagnut. I was
They're
like,
seated
dang.
ninth where?
In the East.
In the East, yeah. I'm allergic to coconut, so Zagnut's going to be a tough, sticky wicket for
There's
me.
a few coconuts in here.
I don't think that I'm, like, technically allergic to coconut, but I throw up every time I eat it, and it makes my tongue hurt. My taste buds get inflamed, you know what I mean?
Well, let's get to the rules here.
Pussy.
Coconut, oh yeah. Coconut.
We don't
Get
have to
beat
eat.
down by a
That's
little
a man.
coconut.
That's a man's nut.
We don't have to eat any of these.
No, we
But if you feel that you would like a taste to help you determine, then we'll cut you up a little bit and pass it over on the plate.
Okay.
And like I said, we have all the remaining competitors are here. 31 different types of candy bars. We pitted.
I'll taste them all and tell you which one I like that tastes better.
There you go.
That'll be my vote.
That's all we wanted, Dandy.
Seriously.
But you don't even have a vote now.
Why can't you just be a team player? You gave your vote to the veteran.
That's why I got the Zagnut bar from. I don't know what a fucking Zagnut bar is.
Oh, really?
Well, apparently Rogers is going to be a better judge than Dandy anyway tonight.
I'll
so.
taste them all for you, Roger, and let you know.
We know what we should do is get Roger in here, like Skyped in on his head on a TV screen, and we can just have him in here. It'd be awesome.
I could do that,
I know.
but we would need to pre-plan it.
We'll just wheel him in every week.
I got a
Oh,
computer.
you mean not even on like I could Skype him into this computer.
No, fuck that. No, we got to get him on like an AV cart that we can wheel in.
I got
We
a
can dress
I
it
got
up.
a computer screen. I can bring him from.
Well,
That
there
way
you
next to
go.
your dad.
We
you
got to
go.
dress it up all different every week. Be awesome.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Sounds good.
See?
Roger's in for anything.
Roger, do you know how
Unlike
to Skype?
Dandy, who's in for everything but bracket challenges. So anyway, some more rules on this tournament that we probably should get started soon.
Tournament. That's pronounced.
To qualify, we pitted products together back last April in the form of breakfast cereals, and Pebbles was a champion of that. We had 64 cereals. We only got 32 candy bars tonight because honestly, there's not that many candy bars out there.
I think that there are. I just think that would be unbelievable. Too much.
It is, but I'm telling you, if I wanted to do a 64-bar challenge, I would have had to look at foreign candy bars.
You got a caramello in there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You think there's a lot of bars, but when you get right down to it...
I was just trying to get some obscure bars.
So the other thing is these had to be bars. So sadly, no M&Ms.
No goobers. No
goobers.
Raisinets.
Rolos. Junior Mints.
What are those chocolate with the white
Gummy
caps?
bears.
White caps?
No white caps.
White caps.
No
Gummy
no
bears.
turtles.
No gummy bears, Danny.
Gummy
no
bears.
worms.
Gummy worms.
No Hoosker do's, Hoosker don'ts. With or without the scooter stick. None of that.
So as we go through the competition, which is seeded 1 to 16 in the East and 1 to 16 in the West, each host will get one vote. Dandy R&D has ceded his vote to a veteran of the United States Navy on Veterans Day today, which was, it was really a giving of you, Dandy, to not think of yourself, but to think of our veterans today. So, without further ado, and did I say that already? And then
Yeah.
there was some ado.
Yeah, this time, though, you're for real.
This time I am for real. No further ado. It's time for the Candy Bar Bracket Challenge. 32 candy bars.
Look at the excitement. 32 enter, 1 will leave. Which candy bar will reign supreme?
So
I'm thoroughly psyched after that.
in the East, we have, I'm going to go 1 through 16 seeds and announce all the competitors real quickly. In the East, it's number 1 Snickers, 2 Kit Kat, 3 Baby Ruth, 4 100 grand.
Yeah.
1,000 grand?
100 grand.
100 grand. 5 Milky Way, 6 Charleston Chew, 7 Almond Joy, 8 Heath, 9 Zagnut, 10 Fifth Avenue, 11 Whatchamacallit, 12 Chunky, 13 Take 5, 14 Reese's Fast Break, 15 Peppermint Patty by York, 16 Zero Bar. In the West, it's Hershey's number 1 seed, 2 Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, Twix, Butterfinger, Nestle's Crunch, Mars Bar, 3 Musketeers, Mr. Good Bar, Score, Payday, Nutrageous. 12 is a buy now. It was the Clark Bar or the O. Henry. Dove Bar 13, Caramello 14, 15 the Sky Bar, and 16 Malo Cup. So let's start in the top left of our brackets with Snickers versus the Zero Bar. Snickers versus Zero Bar.
What exactly is a Zero Bar?
I thought you were going to ask that, and I think that you really should taste it. Not the Snickers, but have
Yeah, no, that's what I said coming in here. I don't need to taste the Snickers. I know where that is. I know where that lives. Snickers lives at a number 1 seed, obviously.
So let me slice this up. The Zero Bar says it's caramel, peanut, almond, nougat covered with white fudge.
See, I like all those things except for white fudge.
This bar is white.
What do you have? You have a tiny bar cutting knife?
It could have got a better. I figure, yeah, we got to cut the knife, right?
Look at that.
Cut the knife.
Look at, he's got a tiny bar cutting knife.
Cut the bar.
Okay, I'm gonna come over there. Hold on.
Well, I can pass it right. Danny's gonna want to sample it too, probably, right?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, see, you do like this because you like to sample bars.
I'll just.
Okay.
It's good, but I tell you, I couldn't eat this much of it. Zero Bar. It's good.
Not enough crunch for me.
No, not like a Snickers.
No.
I think we can vote. I'm going with Snickers.
Yeah.
Roger.
I do like the white fudge though.
It tastes a little better than I thought it would be, but it's no Snickers.
Come on, Roger.
Not
Gotta
that-
be on it.
Not that it matters.
Have you tasted your virtual piece of the Zero Bar yet, Roger?
Snickers.
Good choice.
Clean, sweet.
That was
I gotta
pretty
say,
good.
Yeah, that's pretty good though. It doesn't compare to a Snickers though.
Maybe got screwed a little bit with a 16 seed.
It might have. I think that maybe if a zero fan, someone who eats zeros on the regular, seeded those brackets, it might have come out a little different.
They probably wouldn't have been a 16. You're right.
Need a better committee next time.
We got the next matchup, number 8 Heath versus number 9 Zagnut.
I'll tell you right now where I lie on that.
Does anybody need a taste on these or no?
Zagnut is it has a coconut. It's almost like a peanut butter coconut, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's Zagnut is kind of like a Butterfinger with a little coating.
That's exactly what it is. It's a
Instead of
Butterfinger
chocolate,
with
coconut.
a coconut coating.
A Butterfinger with a coconut coating.
Yeah.
You want a bite of this, Dandy?
It's like a hairy Butterfinger. It's a little furry.
That all sounds great.
I'm not saying it's not good, but I just don't like them.
It's hard to cut.
Because your tongue swells up and you can't.
Yeah, I vomit.
Are you going? You're not gonna try this one, Joe?
I'm not. No, if you want me here for the rest of the contest.
It is good. See, I like all these, but I couldn't eat a whole bar of that. I'm voting for the Heath bar.
I love the the Heath Toffee bar. It's a good one. There's just something simple and delicious about it.
that's awesome.
You like that?
Fuck yeah.
You know what a Heath bar is? Did you ever have one?
No.
Well, you better sample it then.
My vote doesn't count.
Yeah, but if you never had a Heath bar, I'll tell you what, the Heath will be around next round, and we'll make sure you get a taste.
Yeah, I vote Heath.
That one's really good.
Yeah, you can have it. It's all you get all the
Like that whole
losers.
thing.
So this brings up an interesting matchup. We got the Chunky bar, more of a bar of soap bar than a what you think a candy bar, but
It's more like a puck.
it's the Chunky, and it's going up against a big time name, but not one of my favorites, the Milky Way.
Roger picked Zagnut, by the way. You didn't even wait for his vote.
Because we didn't need to. 2 Heath bars.
Don't
We-
worry,
we
Roger. I'll eat
appreciate
that
it.
whole bar for you.
We appreciate your vote.
Good.
I'm going to say that I vote Chunky right away just because there are no nuts in the Milky Way, and if there's a nut bar, I'm going with that over the...
What's Roger have to say, Dandy? on the Milky Way Chunky matchup?
I'm gonna bet he's gonna say Milky Way.
Really? It's just fucking a lot of nougat.
Come on, Roger.
Chunky's a Nestle product, by the way.
Wait, what did you guys say?
I didn't vote yet because I'm thinking. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Milky Way, but I like it. I think better than Chunky.
Hold up the chunky nuts for him.
What's in the Chunky? Does it say?
Sure. Milk chocolate with peanuts and raisins.
Yeah, I like that already.
But it's not really a bar, is it? Isn't it kind of like a peppermint patty?
Or it has chocolate con leche con cacachutes.
Oh, it's got
Y
cacachutes in it.
pasas.
I love cacachutes.
That just swung it for me. I'm voting Chunky.
Look at Dandy pounding this Zagnut.
I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
You should.
Well, every time a bar is defeated, you can have the whole thing, Dandy.
Awesome.
So here,
Yeah, no,
have yourself a
defeated.
Milky
You're
Way.
going to get like 30
Eliminated.
bars. It's 30 bars.
I can eat them all. I'm a good taste tester.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
should eat 'em all. That makes for good podcast.
Chunky advances, and that brings up the $100,000.
You got a winner's pile and a
Which is
loser's pile up there?
$100,000. Well, I'm just throwing the losers towards Dandy.
That looks like a supersized $100,000. Is that king size?
It's a two-piece king size.
Oh,
yeah,
holy
yeah.
smokes,
I
I
don't.
was gonna
I
say.
would have preferred to get the regular, but this is one of my favorite candy
Yeah,
bars.
it's a good one.
It's a number 4 seed, and
It's
it's
just
going against Take 5 bar.
That's the one with the pretzel.
Is pretzel in the Take 5?
Chocolate, pretzels, peanut
Yeah.
butter, caramel, and
Yeah.
peanuts.
It's good, but the $100,000 is just a caramel blaster.
I'll be honest with you. I've had one of these Take 5s before, and they're overrated.
Like
Overratedly delicious.
Outrageous.
Yeah, not bad. But
Roger's in for $100,000.
yeah, there's no doubt about that.
With a
one,
name
right,
like
boy?
that, they knew what they were doing. Actually, where do you think they come up with a name like that? It's crazy.
Somebody probably said, "That's a great candy bar. Tastes like $100,000."
I'd pay $100,000 for that.
Yeah, something like that.
Sometimes I think there's too much
That Take 5 was good.
caramel.
It's tough, man.
It is. You got to be in the mood.
You gotta
You can
really
only eat
wanna
one of
work
them.
your job.
That's the thing. There's 2 in there. You can only just eat one and then save the other one for another time, or just eat half of one. Even one good bite of a caramel crisper like
It's even
that.
hard to
I love it though. You got to give it a little freeze.
put a work for it.
I'm a candy freezer.
And that brings up the 6-11 matchup.
Ooh, good one.
Charleston Chew
Love it.
against Mysterious Taco Girl's nomination of whatchamacallit.
Oh man. Now, if are we considering all Charleston Chew? Because no one wants the strawberry one. That's the worst.
No, I mean, a lot of these have different variants, but if you happen to like the strawberry one the best, and that's one you want to envision when you vote.
The
But
chocolate Charleston Chew is the money Charleston Chew, and it is
this,
so
oh,
good.
chocolate?
Yeah.
See, this is the one I love, and I do love it.
I do, too.
It's a good bar. I'm not voting for whatchamacallit.
I love a whatchamacallit.
So you're kind of torn right now?
Yeah. That's why I'm asking if I can vote for the chocolate Charleston Chew, because that swings me.
Yes, you could. What does Roger think?
I put to him, Roger, you love you some Charleston Chew. Charleston Chew all day. I love them.
That's a fact, man. There's nothing like a Charleston Chew
It
out
is.
there. There's nothing like it.
I knew he was going to pick that one.
That's another seed that was could have gone differently. Had it been seeded differently, the whatchamacallit probably would have advanced.
Maybe instead it goes into Dandy's pile. Dandy's dinner pile.
Dandy's
What did I get?
dinner pile.
A whatchamacallit?
You love it. That's a good grab for you, man.
Put 'em in my backpack.
Brings up a 3 versus 14th. We have the 14-seeded Reese's Fast Break Bar.
I think that's the only good spin-off candy bar. That's
I was
ever
gonna
been
say
made.
I don't like any of the Reese's spin-offs. Why do they do it?
I like that one. Like, I'll get that at work sometimes.
Really?
You'll get a fast break? You have no opinion, though. Why
I
would
know.
you choose this over, say, a Mallow Cup when you're at the store?
You said it was
Because
good.
it's a fast break. I get it because I'm on my break. So.
Fast.
Oh.
You're not on your mallow, so you don't get that. Whatever.
So, yeah, the fast break has milk chocolate, peanut butter, and nougat.
What is that up against?
The candy bar that's going to clearly win. The Baby Ruth.
Ooh, the salty nut deliciousness.
Baby Ruth also one of my favorites. I've
good.
never gone to the candy bar aisle and picked up a Reese's Fast Break ever.
What I like about Baby Ruth is this: they don't try. They're not. It's an ugly bar. It's not the best looking bar when you open it up.
As immortalized in the movie Caddyshack.
Right. They're not trying to disguise that fact. They're just. It is what it is. It is salty and delicious. I've never had a Fast Break. I would try. I'd like to sample it.
Okay, that's why.
And I know Dandy would like to as well. So let's open that bad boy up.
Well, if it loses, I get to eat the whole thing right now.
Right. It might, because I like Baby Ruth, but
This
it's
is
one
a
of those
sizer too.
Baby Ruth. There's too much in there.
You
man.
want?
You can't eat
You
that
want
whole thing.
Roger's
I love
vote?
Baby Ruth.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
Roger got to say?
Fast Break. Baby Ruth is too salty.
It is salty. He's right.
So this one's gonna come down to Saucy Joe. Let's see what
It's
he
one of your saltier bars.
see what he thinks of this.
I think Baby Ruth was more immortalized
I was
in
gonna
Goonies.
But if it wasn't for the immortalization in Goonies, I don't know. I want to taste this Fast Break.
Yeah, I'm gonna sample it too.
Fast Break's never been in a
Even
movie,
though my vote's Baby Ruth, no matter what this tastes like.
except for the movie All
Look at him.
About
He put it in the loser pile.
Look at That's crazy. He's trying to push me.
That's
one
what the
You want-
inside looks like.
You want more of a peanut butter, or you want
Of
more
a
of a
Reese's
chocolate?
Fast Break.
Oh, there's an end piece that'll be more chocolate. Than.
Yeah, because that'd be the first bite. I'll go with that. Get a real true taste.
Tell you that isn't bad. But I like.
Now, is it just this consistency all the way through?
Yeah.
With that, what's that on the bottom?
Nougat.
there? Yeah. And then there's just a peanut butter.
Eat it though. It's pretty good. I still am not. My vote's
awesome.
Baby Ruth.
I don't like that consistency. I never have.
Was
So
that
you don't
mean-
like Milky Way? It's the same thing as Milky Way,
No,
just
it's
peanut
not.
butter.
Mm-mm.
See, you didn't get enough nougat.
You can never. Nougat is nothing that I want. I'm going with Baby Ruth on this one. That's a pretty salty bar too, though.
Yeah, it is. Ooh.
Sweet.
The Reese's Fast Break is kind of salty itself, Roger.
Well, that was almost an upset. I didn't realize there was so much interest.
That doesn't taste very different than a Baby Ruth, actually. It really
yeah,
doesn't.
this year you're getting actual peanuts.
I'm just saying, that's what I mean. I prefer the crunch always in my bar.
The thing about it too is inside the Baby Ruth. What do they call it here? Chewy nougat. I like the nougat of a Baby Ruth a lot better than like the nougat of a Three Musketeers.
It's the elimination of chocolate. You don't need chocolate.
Well, there's chocolate on here.
You don't need it.
What puts everything together? Otherwise, you'd have a sort of a payday hybrid.
I love a payday.
Well, let's move on. 7 versus 10 seed. The 7 seed, Almond Joy, representing both Almond Joy and Mounds for the Peter Paul Company.
That's the only thing they make. What else do they make?
Against the Fifth Avenue Bar, which is a Hershey product.
I don't even know what a Fifth Avenue bar is.
Well, then let me break out my little knife.
Better crack it open.
I like myself an Almond Joy. Sometimes you eat those and it's just a refreshing snack and not like you ate a
I don't
big
like the
ass
red
candy
ones
bar.
though.
What
That's
do
a
you mean?
Mounds.
That's a Mounds, yeah.
No, it's the
That has no nuts.
yeah.
Almond Joy has nuts. Mounds don't.
Oh, really? Then I like the Mounds, not the Almond Joy.
You like the one without the nuts.
Yeah.
You have a lot of opinions on candy bars that I didn't think you had. That you don't-
And what would possess you to think that the candy bar called
don't like-
Almond Joy didn't
I don't
have
really
any
like
nuts in it?
I don't like almonds. That's
Really?
so I like the Almond Joy without the almonds, so that's a Mounds,
That's
right?
a Mounds, yeah. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
So I'm not an almond guy, and I know they're good for you, but
Almonds are delicious.
Fifth Avenue Bar is like a poor man's Butterfinger.
Really?
See for yourself.
what came
It
first?
didn't cut clean.
Yeah, you couldn't even cut it cleanly. The Fifth Avenue has a more of an old timey air about it than the Butterfinger, but that's because Butterfingers, they've got their attitude adjustment with Bart Simpson. You know what I mean?
They say it's crunchy peanut butter and a rich chocolate coating. So I guess they're right, but not a big fan of the old Fifth Avenue. My votes go into Almond Joy, a candy bar I do like. Any word from Roger?
I like coconut Almond Joy.
So Saucy's Joe vote is nullified.
I would tell you though,
I don't even like that taste of that chocolate.
This is no good. No
Fifth
matter.
Avenue's a
Yeah,
bad
Fifth
bar.
Avenue is bad bar. I don't care. I'm voting for Almond Joy. That's a sweep right there.
that doesn't even. It's got like a weird chocolate taste to it.
That was no good.
Now for the last first round game in the East bracket, we have...
You wish you had something to drink now, Danny, don't you?
I'm going to have to keep eating. I'll go with it.
Have a Blue Moon.
Yeah, have one of these. You're welcome to it.
No drinking on school nights.
We got the 15 seed York Peppermint Patty against Kit Kat Crispy Wafers.
So we even have to do this.
I'm not a huge mint fan. I would not vote for the York.
No.
Yeah. So
I would eat it, but a Kit Kat against the Kit Kat, no way.
I've heard these are good frozen.
Against a Mallow Cup, the York Peppermint Patty wins.
Right.
Against a Fifth Avenue, the York Peppermint Patty wins. Fifth Avenue is clearly the worst bar I've ever had in my life.
That's the fate of the 15 seed in a tournament like this because Kit Kat's an American classic. So
what he said.
just wondering what Roger said. Did he give York a vote?
No.
Kit Kat, only good mints are Andes.
That's just, he's got a point there.
Here's a York Peppermint Patty for you, Dandy.
Put that in your pile.
And with that, we
We're
are
eating candy
halfway
bars on the
through
show
the
for the
first
next 2 months.
round. Wow. Should we take a 20-minute break?
Halftime.
Is this as bad as you thought it was going to be, Dandy?
Not to, because I get to eat them all.
Do you
Yeah.
wish you had your vote?
Will you
No.
pass me one of those on a plate over here?
See, because Roger's a food guy, so he's more interested in this than I am. Like, I wouldn't give you a real answer. It wouldn't be a real contest.
You have answers and opinions. You've been talking about these candy bars.
Just as much as anyone else.
You like the Mounds, but you don't like
Fifth
the
Avenue.
Almond Joy. Or the Fifth Avenue is crappy. You have opinions.
That was a unanimous, resounding
on
decision.
one,
The Fifth
on
Avenue
one
is
bracket,
terrible.
it was.
You came out in the defense of the fast break bar.
I said I like them.
Yeah.
I like them all, though.
You were indifferent earlier.
Still indifferent. I don't care. Like, look I'm eating them. I would eat all of these. I wouldn't.
You know what you are, Dandy, is an enigma. You're a real fucking riddle to me. And to everyone, I think. And I think you do it on purpose. You try and keep people at bay with your freaking...
Roger wants us to do a Pilates cleanse.
A what?
Pilates cleanse?
Doesn't sound like something I would do.
It doesn't sound like something Roger would say. What the hell is he talking about?
How many candy bars have you had, Roger?
None, because he's not here. But moving on to the West, number 1 seed Hershey's
That's a classic bar, obviously.
is the most classic of bars.
I would say the bar that started it all.
See, if I was voting for this, I wouldn't vote for that because it's
I
got
got-
almonds in it.
Well,
They don't have to. You can
yeah,
get
I
plain.
bought the one with almonds, but
You can get milk. You can get dark. You can get white.
you can get Oreo.
Yeah.
White chocolate's not good.
White's not even chocolate.
That's right. We already had this conversation.
And it's going to face the 16 seed Mallow Cup.
Enjoy those, Dandy. Those are all yours.
What are they?
Who the fuck?
You
would
never had a Mallow Cup?
possessed- let's take some marshmallow and just surround it with
Are they that
chocolate.
bad that I would never?
It's a marshmallow cup.
And to make matters worse, they put a little coconut into the chocolate on top. But just enough to change the texture. And so, do you want to try one?
You should eat it, Dandy.
I'll save it.
Yeah. They're so gross.
You bought all king sizes.
No, I bought what was available.
This is America, Dandy. That's what they have.
Ginormous candy
It's
bar.
all king size out there. We're all kings over here.
27 grams of sugar.
When we get to the Mars bar, that came right from England. So
Yeah, that's the only one I didn't get.
that came from the UK. That's
Those
why.
the ones you bought off of
Yeah.
Amazon.
And they're the wrong ones. So it's not really a true test, but
Roger says Hershey's.
yeah, obviously.
Clean
Roger.
sweep. Moving on to the 8 and 9 matchup, Mr. Goodbar
Love it. Mr. Good Stuff.
against Score.
Ooh, that's a tough match.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I love both of these candy bars.
When's the last time you had a Score, Dandy? When's the last time you went into a store and that packaging appealed to you? That packaging is designed to appeal to a
That
higher
looks like
class.
That looks like a newer candy bar.
Look
Mr.
at that.
Goodbar looks like the first ever candy
This
bar.
package says to you, there may be a candy bar inside, or there may be a game of chess.
Yeah, you don't know.
When
got a
do you
crown on
unwrap
it.
it?
You don't know. It looks like it came from Sweden or something.
Score is high class chocolate.
Yeah.
But his vote goes for Mr. Goodbar.
Yeah, I'm going right now. I haven't had Score in a long time.
Well,
so
I
don't
think
even
you
really-
should
yeah.
before you vote, honestly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's fine. Don't apologize. I'll eat the score.
I love Mr. Goodbar, and I think I'm voting for Mr. Goodbar, but I'm not going to let score go out without a taste.
Mr. Goodbar is great because when you get peanuts down to that consistency, that's the perfect size for peanuts.
Too easy. The score bar does not cut too easy, even with a sharp knife.
Just score it and break it.
Yeah,
see what I did there?
That's true. What am I doing? I don't need to.
Let's settle the score.
I don't need to cut that with a knife.
You've been cutting all these bars with a knife into individual portions.
Okay, here we go.
I wish we had individual cups that we could put them in.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Well, let's not, let me tell you.
I love score bars.
Anything's good after that Fifth Avenue. This looks like a toffee covered with chocolate.
That's what a score bar is.
Right. So good. There's such a depth of flavor to a toffee. But I already voted Heath.
It is the
Mr.
Ferrari
Goodbar.
of candy bars.
This is a Ferrari of candy bars. Oh, man, that is good.
So is a Mr. Goodbar.
I know, because
You wanna
as
bite of that?
I'll continue, if you get peanuts down to that consistency, that's the perfect size for peanuts. It's like the stuff peanuts you put on Sundae. You can just break it. You don't need your knife.
Yeah, these come in breakable.
Yeah, that's already
Sizes.
scored. Ironically, the score is not scored.
Too much candy for Dandy.
Come on. Candy, candy.
Well, unfortunately, the score bar, which I really like, takes an early exit.
Look at this.
Mr. Goodbar
This is a Hershey bar.
with
This is a Hershey Mr. Goodbar.
Mr. Goodbar is made by Hershey.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, so that's all that is a Hershey bar with peanuts.
Yeah, but it's when like they put the almonds in the Hershey bar. There's not as many.
Right.
Mr. Goodbar
It's
is like a
peanuts.
lot of peanuts.
Peanuts. Man, that score was good.
It's eliminated now. Dandy can eat it.
I can't eat anymore right now.
So bringing up the next matchup, the Butterfinger against the Dove Bar.
The Dove bar is just a straight chocolate bar, right?
I know, and when you're gonna get straight chocolate, why would you get the Dove Bar instead of the Hershey's?
Because Dove is a luxury chocolate.
Good ice cream.
Is that a Dove Dark? Yeah, you ever have a Dove ice cream bar? Those are freaking good, huh?
This is just straight up Dove milk chocolate.
My mom used to get those, and they come 4 in a box, and she would never let me eat them.
I'm gonna
She yelled
vote.
at me.
I'm gonna give my vote to Butterfinger, but I would never eat this whole Butterfinger bar. I may eat this whole Dove bar.
I like Butterfinger fun size, most I can do.
Yeah,
But I
fun
love
size.
Butterfinger.
Roger weighing in.
Butterfinger.
Yeah.
And
That's the rich man's
that's the
Fifth
end of
Avenue.
that.
Butterfinger.
Bart Simpson's Fifth Avenue.
Nobody better lay a finger.
What came out first, Butterfinger or Fifth Avenue?
Fifth Avenue, I would say.
Yeah, if you look at the Fifth Avenue, it just has a more old-timey look about it.
So
Like it's something you got at a
Butterfinger
newsstand.
just perfected it and came out with a better one. That's what you're saying?
Probably, yeah. He's like, look, the Fifth Avenue looks like you got it at a newsstand on Fifth Avenue in 1918 during the end of the war.
And you got one free when you purchased your newspaper from the newsboy on the corner.
Right. 50 papes. I got 50 papes.
So that brings up our first competitor to come all the way from the other side of the pond. The number 6 seeded Mars Bar.
And I want to place this caveat. That when I ordered those Mars bars, I assumed that they were the Mars bars that I was used to, but they're not. The Mars bars I used to have here in the U.S. had almonds in them, and they were so good.
Yep, they don't have too many almonds either.
No.
Just 2 or 3 full almonds.
They were evenly dispersed throughout the bar. That doesn't have any almonds in it, so it's more like a Milky Way.
So we got the Mars Bar without the almonds facing the another Reese's entry, the Nutrageous Bar, which is
Hate
just
it.
a giant.
Hate it.
Look
at that thing.
Yeah, I'm going Mars.
Mars Bar.
Reese's is too in your face with this amount of size. I mean, this is got length and girth.
It's nutrageous.
Yeah, there's so much it's nutrageous. There's caramel in there too, by the way. Roger, have a preference?
The problem with nutrageous is, what's Roger got to say?
Roger.
The problem with that nutrageous bar is that
Mars.
Reese's good
But
choice.
no almonds.
Ah,
They
whatever.
suck.
You suck.
But with no almonds, they suck.
Gotcha.
Reese's they go too far with that fake peanut butter. They try and push it into everything. It's not that good. So
I like it in a Reese's peanut butter cup.
yeah, leave it in the cups. Let's not get too crazy. It was maybe a fast break here and there.
I was at the gas station today, and I saw they sell them single, like big giant
One
cups.
big cups. Yeah,
They call it the big cup.
That's original.
it's America.
America.
You can get whatever you want in America.
Alrighty. So Mars advances, brings up 3 seed Twix. And who will be facing the bar with the cookie crunch?
Who will be? Tell me.
The silky smooth caramello, the exact opposite type of bar. There's no crunch in a caramello. And I'll tell you what, I don't even like the caramellos. I really don't.
I do, but my vote's for Twix, obviously, because it's got the cookie crunch.
Yeah, we don't even have to ask Roger about this.
But he's picking Twix. He's not eating caramello, scraping chocolate off a old chapel ceiling like in the commercial.
While he's on the deck of an aircraft carrier.
Right.
With a giant machine gun in his hand.
Yeah,
playing basketball.
Great picture. I saw that. Okay, Twix. Only 2 more first-round matchups left. And how can that be? I have more bars here than...
You should have 4 bars. How many bars do you have?
I got the first matchup is between the Musketeers and Payday.
Payday.
The next is... Oh, yeah, the Crunch got a first-round bye.
That's why.
So
lucky bastard, because that's a shit bar.
I like Nestle Crunch.
Forget that.
3 Musketeers versus the Payday. 3 Musketeers being a 7 seed.
Such a gross.
And Payday at 10. I think that should have been the other way, but I like Paydays. I'm going for Payday. Payday doesn't even feel like you're eating a candy bar sometimes. It feels like you're actually just eating some trail mix.
Kind of, yeah.
Where Milky Way, when you eat that, you're eating nothing but nougat. Yeah. So much nougat, too much nougat. I'm voting Payday.
Me too.
Roger votes Payday.
That's a salty bar, Roger. I'm surprised you're into that.
Salty.
He's a salty guy. He's a fucking salty sailor. I understand.
Speaking of the Reese's peanut butter cups, this is a normal size package of 2 cups.
That's standard, yeah, classic.
And it's an American classic. The first one to mix chocolate with peanut butter, according to the commercial. I don't know. That's what happened in the commercials. Somebody trips and the chocolate bar goes into their peanut butter that they happen to have at a gala event.
What?
You've got your chocolate in my peanut butter. You got your peanut butter in my chocolate. And then they fall in love.
Isn't the peanut butter in the chocolate, not the chocolate in the peanut butter?
It depends on who had who. That's how they say it in the commercial.
No, which came first, Dandy?
It's going against a Sky Bar.
What the hell's a Sky Bar?
What is a Sky Bar exactly?
Well, we'll taste
Sounds
it.
like a freaking nightclub somewhere up in the air.
Sky Bar has one. It's divided into segments. With one has caramel inside, another has vanilla, another has peanut, and another has fudge. So,
whoa, wait a minute. Huh? So it's like 5 bars in one?
Kinda, yeah. Kinda. It's a Sky Bar.
Right. I gotta see. What's that?
This
what
one's
is that?
tossable.
But what is this? So I'm just getting one of the 5
Bite it
potential.
halfway through. No, I think you're. Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
this
right.
is the caramel one. So it's got 5 chocolate envelopes.
Yeah, different.
And each one has a different payload. Let's get this in terms that Roger can understand. Each one of these shells has a different payload.
I got the caramel one.
Oh, so do I.
Really? You sure it's not the peanut butter one or the fudge one?
It's caramel.
This one is too. I wonder what's going on inside this one.
What the hell?
Fudge.
2 caramels?
Fudge is pretty good. And this one should be vanilla. It is.
Vanilla what?
It's like a vanilla.
Let me see
It's
that.
like the inside of a Cadbury egg.
No.
Look at Danny loves it. Oh, look at you! Really excited about
Cadbury eggs are fucking awesome.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're no different than, say, a chocolate M&M.
We should have an egg candy.
In your eyes, you
challenge.
Whatever they got, whatever.
What is there was
That's
only?
good.
It is good.
What about this guy? Figure this out. Why do I have the caramel side and you have the caramel side also? Is there something that we're missing? Are there 2?
One of you guys had the
Peanut
chocolate.
No, the one that was not accounted for was peanut butter.
This is not peanut butter.
Mine was definitely caramel.
Does that look like peanut butter to you? If it's peanut butter, it's the worst peanut butter of all time.
Well,
I think
Worse
Palmer's peanut butter cups are the worst peanut butter cups.
God, that's horrible. What I had.
I'm rooting for or voting for Reese's.
Yeah, I'm not sold on the Sky Bar.
Okay.
Sky Bar just seems like it doesn't agree with itself. It can't decide what it wants to be.
So that concludes the first round.
Wow.
That was pretty quick, I guess.
As far as candy bar brackets go, that's the quickest one I've ever been involved in.
Take another 20-minute break.
Yeah, sure.
So
And we're back.
just like
Roger
that,
votes Reese's.
there's down to 16 bars remaining. And do we got any listener mail this week, Dandy?
No. Did you guys read last week? Mail?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a few in there, wasn't there? You didn't watch last week's episode?
No, not yet. I'm still like 5 behind.
Last week's was pretty good, man.
Well, I would have figured the one that you weren't here for, you'd watch that before you watch the other ones.
Yeah.
Why?
'Cause you were
talking
here
shit
for the-
about me?
No.
I'm sure there was some shit talking. I don't remember exactly, though. Who was up here?
Stu was here.
Stu.
Again.
Yeah, Stu was here. Rudy and Stu.
Studi.
And me and Saucy Joe.
Quite a crew.
High energy.
Yeah.
What did we talk about?
He had to talk about voting, right? It was the night before.
We didn't
I don't
get
think
too
we did. I think
political,
we
though.
avoided that. I think we talked about shit. I don't really remember. What was the name of the episode?
I don't remember.
Oh my god! All the weeks blend together. It was episode 77, right?
It was
Do you listen
77.
back to every
I
episode?
no, not every episode, but I listened to last week's.
I listen to almost every episode.
Tuesday morning when
Yeah.
I come into work, I put on my headphones, I strap that bad boy on there, and I listen. Usually, if I get interrupted with something, then I usually don't go back and finish. But I think I got through all of that one. It was funny. Some woofers in there.
Brewster's Millions.
That's what it was about. It was about Brewster's Millions. We talked about that quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we did talk about voting.
Right,
'Cause you said vote
none
for
of
none
the
of the
above.
above,
None
right.
of the above was the title.
Roger lost power and could not watch.
Oh,
That's too bad. It was lonely without him last. That was because of Hurricane Sandy. No, that was 2 weeks ago. It was because of a nor'easter that tore up the coast.
I watched 60 Minutes about a community in Queens, the one that burnt down.
yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
Felt bad after you said all that shit about Sandy being a pussy and
Dude,
whatnot.
in Seneca Falls,
what
they
we
would
talked
we
about.
talked about that too. We did shit talk. I remember I told them that you had expressed sorrow at your words before. You kind of were apologetic a little bit.
I just wanted it to be known that I was talking about Seneca County.
Right,
not
yeah, that's what I
the East
said.
Coast.
That's what I said.
It was windier tonight
Well,
than it
just-
was for fucking Sandy for us.
It's like no, it was pretty windy.
My garbage can blew over. Didn't
Oh.
blow over for Sandy.
Well,
California earthquakes don't scare me a bit. Up here.
that's true. That's a fact.
You know, in
you
Central
should
New
listen to
York.
the episode. We did talk about that. We talked about you quite a bit, actually. Now that I think of it. All right, let's get back to the bracket. We got a lot to get through here.
Okay, moving into the second round, we got the Snickers bar. Number 1 seed Snickers going to face a little bit of a challenge potentially from the Heath bar. Snickers versus Heath. I like Heath, but I'm voting Snickers.
I'm gonna vote. I love the Heath, as I've expressed. I like the toffee, but I'm gonna vote Snickers as well. I wish that Snickers had a more consistent nut content.
I don't know. It really
Snickers.
satisfies me. That's a clean sweep. Heath bar, thanks for playing. There you go, Dandy. Have a bite of that. You say you never had a Heath? Try it.
What's open over here? It's not open yet.
You open it. It's in your pile. It's in your junk pile.
Danny's dinner pile.
Go ahead.
Look at that. That's what you're gonna eat
What
for
is it?
weeks. It's toffee. He didn't like the other toffee one.
Yeah.
He didn't like the score. That's like a score.
That has a little bit of little nuggets inside the toffee, though.
That's true.
So is this like a cheap man's score?
Yes, I'd say it probably is. It's more
Only
of a,
by packaging, though. Score will lead you to believe that it's a finer level, but
toffee. Man.
I think you'll find the Heath bars on the same level.
Now, instead of chewing, just savor. See what you feel. See, you know.
You want me to suck on it?
Yeah. Toffee is good, man. Let's face it. You're not down with it.
Too hard.
That's what I'm saying. Don't chew it. No, you're not. You're disregarding everything I said and going ahead and chewing it. That's fine, Danny. You're not gonna
suck on it. It gets all chocolatey and shit.
Well, the chocolate disappears, and then you're left with nothing but
you're
just sweet
it's
toffee.
Smooth toffee.
And it usually has like a crisscross type of texture on it.
Not a
You're
fan.
right about that. You're right about that.
That's how you eat a candy bar, Dandy. Okay, so Snickers advances, and that brings up, which I think is going to be another no contest, but judging by discussion last round, we got the Chunky Bar versus the 100-gram bar.
100 grand, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm going to vote 100 grand, so that doesn't matter what Roger says.
I want that one to lose so I can eat it.
But the Chunky?
100 grand.
It'll lose.
It could go all the way. I'm going to break open this Chunky, though, and break myself off one of the quarters. I'm going to try Chunky?
Someone who doesn't like that freaking toffee, he's really hammering it right now. I'll tell you that. Pretty good, isn't it?
I can't stop.
It's pretty good. I tell you what.
Here, try some of the Chunky.
Get in there, Danny.
So 100 grand
You
advances.
can, though. You can and you will.
What's the next one?
Raisins and shit.
Raisins, nuts, and chocolate.
Yeah. It's not almonds, though.
I gotta swallow this first. I'm gonna vomit.
You need something to drink. I think there's a plain iced tea down in the fridge.
Right.
It's the wrong night to come without a beverage, buddy.
I had a huge Diet Pepsi, too. Forgot it on
It's your new
table.
thing. DP. You love it.
My mom brought me a 6-pack of the big ones.
The talls?
Really?
She's great.
And a snowblower. Came home to a brand new snowblower
What?
in the
Wow.
box on Saturday.
No way. That's a good deal.
After 4 hours of teeth talk at work.
Things are looking up, Dandy.
All I need is some snow.
Yeah. I've had a snowblower for the past 2 years and used it pretty rarely, actually.
Got a huge matchup coming at you right now. Charleston Chew against
Why is this one in Spanish?
Baby Ruth. That's what I wondered, too. That may be imported as well. Charleston Chew and Baby Ruth. I love them both. But you know what? I think in the end of the day, I got to give my vote to the Charleston Chew.
But yeah, I don't really think it's a contest at this point. Charleston Chew is just there's nothing like it in this contest. There's nothing else like it.
Now that's a nougat too, right?
What?
No, I would
Charleston
say
Chew.
that's
Charleston
more of a
Chew is-
taffy.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. It's not quite nougat.
That chunky bar.
It doesn't say what it is. It says vanilla artificially flavored. It doesn't say doesn't
What
call
it
it
is,
anything.
exactly.
Yeah, gives you the net weight. Says to try it frozen.
Charleston
They're
Chew.
great frozen,
Mhm.
really great frozen. It's like
Because they break.
yeah, it's a whipped sugar something.
But isn't it it's a nougat taffy?
Even
though,
by
isn't it?
reading the
Yeah, I don't know.
no, it's not nougat. Nougat does not stretch. Nougat breaks.
You know what'll know? The internet.
I can't even tell by looking at the ingredients. To be honest with you, what it would be.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna look right here.
Are you doing
I'm
it?
wicking Charleston Chew.
Either way, they advance and the Baby Ruth takes an
Yep,
exit.
It is a nougat.
Told you.
It's a flavored nougat.
Wow.
I think nougat is just whipped sugar, whatever. It's a candy bar consisting of a flavored nougat covered in a chocolate flavor coating. Chocolate flavor coating. That's the thing. There's nothing in this that's real. It's flavored nougat and chocolate flavor.
The only thing that is real is the freaking satisfaction you take.
I'll tell you what, it was
from eating
created
one.
in 1922 by the Fox Cross Candy Company. And it was named for the dance to Charleston, which was popular at the time.
That makes sense.
What's your favorite one?
The chocolate one. It's so
Oh,
good.
look at that. A box of miniature
Yeah, look at those
Charleston
little ones.
Chews.
Those look really good. They're like bite-sized.
Yeah. You wouldn't have to worry about
Oh, I get. Yeah, there's
biting down
minis.
on 'em.
There's
Really?
minis. Yeah.
I've never seen those before.
That would be sweet.
They're great. They're bad for your teeth, probably more than any other candy, though. Actually, I don't know that, but it's not like I'm a dentist.
Charleston Chew is good, man. Choco Chew.
Almond Joy versus Kit Kat to complete the final 8 in the East. Almond Joy versus
Wait, can we go back
Kit
to Charleston
Kat.
Chew for a second?
sure.
Anytime.
Did you know in Dr. Dre's album Chronic 2001. It features Eminem in a song, Forgot About Dre.
I know that song.
At the end of the verse, Eminem says what?
He says,
You're looking at it, you cheater.
he says, from here on out, it's the Chronic 2. Starting today and tomorrow's the new. And I'm still loco enough to choke you to death with a Charleston Chew.
How can you choke somebody with a Charleston Chew?
If anybody could do it, Eminem could do it.
I just thought it was funny.
I don't remember that line. I know that song, obviously.
I knew it all the way up until Charleston Chew.
Now you know that
It's
it's candy bar themed.
So, Almond Joy or Kit Kat? I'm going to give my vote to the almond. It's a tough one, but I got to go Almond Joy.
I'm going Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
This one's up to Roger.
Oh, now you're voting?
No, he said.
Oh,
he was a
Roger
step
says
ahead
Kit
of us.
Kat.
Good choice, Roger.
He's ready.
Boy, Roger
So-
breaking that tie.
So long, coconut poison.
So now you want an Almond Joy, Andy?
You can pick the almonds out of it, Dandy. That'll be too.
By the time we're done, he'll have 30 candy bars. The only one he won't have is the one that won. Of course, we sampled a few. So Kit Kat advances. Wow. No surprise there, I guess. Moving over to the West, Hershey's versus Mr. Goodbar.
It's the same thing.
Hershey's with almonds, I really like it. I
do
get it
too.
a lot, and I'm going to vote for Hershey's, but wouldn't be surprised or upset if Mr. Goodbar won. And I guess it's no surprise because they're both Hershey's products and
Right.
very similar.
I prefer almonds to peanuts in my candy bar, so I'm going to go with the Hershey's.
What's right?
Roger's a good bar.
Well, he was outvoted in the Hershey's advances, which brings up our next featured matchup of the night. The Nestle Crunch for the first time after a first round bye against the Butterfinger.
I don't like the
I'm going to
crunch.
withhold my vote till the end on this one.
The thing about Nestle chocolate is it's way too sweet.
But there's those air pockets to lessen the amount that you're...
I'm going
Crisps.
Yeah, the crisps. That's the crunch.
Roger, start it off, buddy.
Come on, Roger.
He's thinking because this is not an easy one.
Crunch.
I'm voting Butterfinger.
And I am going with the Crunch, Nestle Crunch. Butterfinger, that first bite's pretty good, but even the second one, it starts to suck.
So that's a heartburn bar for me.
I could eat this whole dang Nestle Crunch king size right now.
Now, how did they get their seedings?
Just generally quickly thinking about which one's probably a better seller or more popular, or the ones you see around more, or the ones that are in commercials, or just the ones that you hear people say they like. No, nothing scientific. In the end, it doesn't really matter. One bar will stand.
It's true.
Not after I get done with it.
The Mars bar versus the Twix bar, which it'd be a tough one to vote, but because of the unavailability of Mars bars,
Yeah.
did you know, though, coincidentally, the Twix is a product of the Mars company? So these are related candy
Can
bars.
I see that Mars bar?
Sure. You can have it because it just got eliminated, I think.
I'm voting Twix.
Twix. Yeah, I mean, Twix is solid. You get a crunch and you get the caramel. I mean, I don't...
It doesn't even say what it is.
I'm going to tell you what it is.
No, the Mars.
I'm going to tell them what it is. It's a chocolate bar manufactured by Mars Incorporated. It was first manufactured in Slough, Berkshire in the United Kingdom in 1932 as a sweeter version of the U.S. Milky Way bar. Now, that's the thing. In the United States, a different confection bears the Mars bar name, featuring nougat, soft caramel, and almonds coated in milk chocolate. That's the one I can't find.
Yeah, that's the one I
like.
know.
It comes in a white wrapper,
Sure.
like a cream
Beige,
color.
yeah.
That's a better Mars bar. And that's the one I would be voting for. That's more like a sweet Milky Way.
But I would probably still take
This
the
is?
Twix.
It used skim milk powder.
Hey. What can I say?
So
Yeah.
our last...
You guys are answering Roger's questions without even me asking them.
Nice.
Why? What do you want to know?
Ask Joe if the Mars with the almonds comes in a white wrapper.
Yeah, it does, and it's delicious. That's a great candy bar, and I actually
See, I don't think I've ever had.
stuff. I would vote for that.
This brings up our final second round matchup of... I think it's going to be a tough one. It's a payday against the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I'm going to say this right now. I don't like peanut butter in things unless it's like straight out of the jar, with the exception of the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. And as much as I do enjoy a payday, the fact that stray peanuts get in the car if you're eating it in the car, or
it's a messy bar.
And just the fact of what a solid size and taste and consistency for the Reese's. I'm voting for Reese's. I don't know about you guys.
I'm gonna vote for payday because I don't like the fake Reese's peanut butter. I don't like it.
So this comes down to Roger.
Reese's.
Wow. And there you have it. We're down to 6. We're down to 8.
By the way, the Mars bar Wikipedia page is like so long. There's so much history in this bar. You wouldn't believe it. Do yourself a favor and check it out. Australian recalls, animal products controversy.
The Mars bar.
You're recommending the amount of information on the Mars bar.
It's unbelievable.
The Mars bar and the Milky Way are the same exact thing. They're both made by Mars Company.
That's made.
Why?
Because that's made in the UK, and it's a sweeter version of that, of the Milky Way. They're not exactly the same. The Mars bar is sweeter. Which I assume is why British have bad teeth.
The ingredients. I want to know if the
You're
ingredients
really
are
studying
the
these bars.
Because it tastes the same.
The slogan, pleasure you can't measure, was intended to appeal to more to women and youths. Pleasure you can't measure.
Because middle-aged men wouldn't appeal. That slogan wouldn't appeal?
No. Middle-aged men don't want to be
Ingredients
measured.
in a Milky Way.
Okay.
Milk chocolate.
Yep.
Sugar, cocoa butter, skim milk, chocolate. There's some more, but. And then in the Mars bar, it is sugar.
See, that's first.
Glucose syrup, skimmed milk powder, cocoa butter, cocoa mass, sunflower oil. Sunflower oil.
Ooh.
See, things
And
are
then they
different.
both hit lactose.
See, things get a little different.
So we're down to 8. I guess it's time to probably dive right into it.
I like watching you pour over those candy bars.
We have probably what's going to be one of the toughest decisions of the night. We got the Snickers bar that satisfies.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the 100 grand bar that has no slogan on the back. 100 grand is just a fantastic candy bar in food unto itself. I mean, sometimes a 100 grand bar can be as tasty as a lobster tail dipped in butter. But
wow.
With that being said, I would say that the candy bar of my life has been the Snickers bar. I've probably had more Snickers, continue to reach for the Snickers when I go for a candy bar. And so I love both these candy bars. But sorry, 100 grand, my vote goes with Snickers.
Here's what I'll say this about Snickers. While you do go to it, I find it to be an inconsistent candy bar. Sometimes they're just not as good as other times. You know what I mean?
I don't
know if it's a batch thing or what it is, but sometimes the Snickers just something's wrong.
It always leaves me satisfied, though. You know what? It's great when I just can't get to dinner and I need something to hide my hunger.
Yeah, Snickers. Grab a candy. Why wait? Grab a Snickers. I'm voting 100 grand.
So this one comes down to Roger, and it could go either way.
Roger has never found a whole peanut in a Snickers.
That's what I'm saying. It's inconsistent.
So is he giving us a vote?
He's making you guys wait.
Well, he knows how big.
Oh, he's not
this
making you
is.
wait.
I mean, these are true contenders here at this point.
These are heavyweights.
100 grand.
Boom!
Wow.
He just doesn't want me to eat it.
Right.
Huge upset. Snickers goes into Dandy's pile.
That's a big win for you.
And the 100 grand bar goes to the final four.
My backpack.
Yeah. Just scoop them in with your arm.
Come in and walk
into
out.
a bag.
Fuck Halloweening.
No.
Charleston
Fuck
Chew.
Halloweening.
Kit Kat for the right to face 1,000 grand. Charleston Chew or Kit Kat?
Charleston Chew. I like Kit Kat.
I do too. It's more of something you can grab and like a snack.
Did you ever have the Kit Kat? You
gotta
just eat it like it is with 4 all across. You just bite into
Oh
it.
yeah,
like, take
you
a
don't
bite.
need to break them off.
I like to break them off.
You don't need to.
You don't need to. I'm just asking if you've ever done that.
I have, and I will also say that while you can just grab a Kit Kat and on the go, you got to commit to a Charleston Chew.
Well, look at the length of that bar. That's the longest bar in the contest by far. The Charleston Chew is a long bar. Look at the size of that thing. So that's like, you can go 4 times for that. What would you do?
What's wrong, Dandy?
Unlucky. You've not won this time.
Why not
won. Try again?
That's another English thing.
You've not won this time, they say.
They put things on the inside of candy bars.
There's a little English flag on the side.
What's Roger's vote on this one?
CC is his vote.
Charleston Chew? Well, then my vote doesn't matter, so I don't have to make that tough choice.
Oh, I didn't get it when he was telling me. I was like, duh, it's not CC, it's KK, jerk.
Charleston Chew, the
I wasn't
worst
getting,
bar
I
ever.
didn't think Charleston Chew. I thought he was trying to say Kit Kat with a C.
Charleston Chew, the official bar of the KKK.
My bad, Roger.
Well, definitely a big congratulations to the Charleston Chew. Huh?
I think that's going to win it.
It's in the Final Four right now, which is pretty impressive run.
There's 2 non-number 1 seeds in there, huh?
Yeah, the kick. Well, no, the other number 1 seed lives, and we're going to decide on that right now. Hershey's
Versus
Crunch.
Hershey's. Nestle chocolate sucks, man.
At this point, I definitely would go with the Hershey's bar over Nestle's Crunch. So that's the end of that story.
Sorry. We need to hear from Roger on that one.
Wow, so the Hershey bar goes to the Final Four with only one more spot remaining. We have the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
I don't feel good.
Versus the Twix bars.
Twix, without a doubt, for me.
That's a tough one. It is a tough one.
Think about this. How good would you feel if you ate both of those cups right now? Not good. But you could eat all those Twix, all 4 of them.
Nuh-uh.
I could.
I wouldn't. It's more of a cookie than a candy bar.
Love it.
Sometimes I eat the caramel off the top of the cookie.
Sure.
And then eat the cookie.
Do you remember when Walmart, like the original Walmart, the smaller one, when they had the Sam's Club stuff?
Yeah.
And get like the knockoff Twix in like the bag. They're so gross.
They're gross.
What's Roger say?
Twix.
Yes, sir.
So that's the end of Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. And
What would you vote, though? Just out of curiosity.
I'm glad I didn't have to because it would have been tough. I
I was fucking serious.
I probably would have gone with the Reese's, honestly. Twix is solid, but I don't really ever crave a Twix. I sometimes get it because it's there, and I know it's going to be good.
It's
I know
more
it's going to
substantial
deliver.
than that Reese's. If you're hungry,
It is,
Twix
but
is
see,
better.
I don't usually think of candy bars for hunger. As a matter of fact, some of the ones that are just more heavy don't appeal to me. That's why I like Almond Joys.
Because they're light.
Well, as light as you can get in a candy bar, I guess.
Sure.
But so we have our Final Four set. Snickers, 100 grand.
Nice.
Charleston Chew, Hershey's, and Twix.
That's what I would have expected. If I had to call this before,
There's no
I probably
surprises like Blueberry Morning.
No, I probably would have put the Snickers in there as well in the Final Four. But that's, 3 out of the 4. If I had to pick the bracket beforehand.
You voted against Snickers.
I know. I'm saying if I had to pick this bracket to start for like a contest, I would have gotten 3 out of 4 right there because I would have picked Snickers. If I just had to pick my Final Four looking at the original.
Well, let's face it. We got 4 candy bars left. And there they are. I mean, these are obviously the cream of the crop.
Danny gets to eat 3 of those.
When it comes to candy bars.
What happens to the 4th one? It gets immortalized on the wall?
It gets framed.
We keep it here. We throw it in with our Facebook prize pack that we can give away at any moment.
It actually replaces Rudy P. Wrongtone as the 4th member of the sauce.
Why is he in Florida?
Family Matters.
The show. He's filming an episode. They're rebooting it. And he's playing Steve Urkel.
I heard he's rooming with Eddie Winslow.
Yeah. Did I do that?
The 100 grand or Charleston Chew. My vote is going $100,000.
Charleston Chew.
It's coming up to Roger.
Roger.
There's nothing else like it.
Roger's going to go $100,000.
I think he's going to go Charleston Chew because it's got a Navy feel to it.
It does?
In the Navy.
You can freeze Charleston Chew. Can you freeze the other ones?
You can. You can freeze $100,000. It's good.
You can freeze any of these candy bars.
True.
And it's in.
What's he say?
Charleston Chew.
Good choice, man.
Wow.
Thanks, Roger.
It comes in 3 delicious flavors, except for strawberry, which is gross.
So it comes in 2 delicious.
Yeah.
One crappy.
One crappy flavor.
Wow, so there you go. Charleston Chew in the finals.
I love that.
And here's your $100,000 king size. 2-piece king size
So
pack.
that's $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the other side of the bracket, the one that I'm considering the weaker side, we got Hershey's and Twix, which I don't know about you guys, but
I'm voting Twix.
I'm voting Hershey's. Roger.
I'm glad these have all been contentious.
Charleston Chew's the dark horse, he says.
Yeah, in this contest, sure.
The question is, are they going to face Hershey's or Twix in the finals? It's all up to Roger on this
I know the answer.
Day of Honor.
Are you going to tell us?
No.
That's terrible.
He's going to make you wait.
That's fine.
You know what he's going to pick, or has he already entered it?
He's already entered it.
What do we got?
Relay.
What is it?
Twix.
Whoa, boy.
People in the chat room knew before you. It doesn't tell us how many people are here tonight.
What do you mean?
It's broken.
It's 2012, almost 2013. It doesn't say how many people are in the chat room.
I don't
understand that.
So the Twix advances, huh?
Yep. Twix versus Charleston Chew is what's
I
happening
would
here.
never guess that.
This is the final matchup, the championship round, the whole enchilada, the whatever else you can come to think of. There's 2 candy bars left. The Twix, the bar with the cookie crunch, and the Charleston Chew.
Let's take a look at the packaging there. Look at the Twix trying to be all shiny, like it needs to sell itself. Charleston Chew, it's got an ugly wrapper.
It's still flashy, though, blue and red on yellow. It really stands
No,
out at you.
I think it is flashy, but I think it's more timeless.
Yeah, it's more of a
It
classic
seems
feel.
older.
Yeah, it is. It's 1922, man.
But it's out there.
Let's see what the number one ingredient on both of these. Twix from the Mars Company and Charleston Chew is a product of Cambridge Brands, a subsidiary of Tootsie Roll.
Right. Which,
Chicago, Illinois.
just a note, Tootsie Roll bar did not make it into the contest tonight. The bigger Tootsie Roll.
The first...
come in like a log. They can be considered a bar.
That's Tootsie Roll.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I hear you. Corn syrup, number one ingredient on the Charleston Chew.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And the number one ingredient on the Twix bar is milk chocolate. Sounds a lot more delicious than corn
Twix
syrup.
is a chocolate biscuit made by
There's
Mars.
more cookie than chocolate, so how could it be the first
not
ingredient?
A cookie. It's not a cookie. Technically, it's a
Cracker?
biscuit.
Biscuit.
So there's more biscuit than...
It's consisting of a biscuit finger topped with caramel and coated in milk chocolate. Now listen, here's the thing. It was first produced in the UK in 1967 and introduced in the United States in 1979.
Twix?
Yeah. 1979.
It's new. Billy Carter was in the White House. The hostages were in Iran.
Yeah.
People were tying yellow ribbons around
Which
things.
one
Old
has the
oak
most
trees.
sugar?
Yep. The USS
the
hockey
Charleston
team
Chew.
hadn't won the Miracle on Ice yet.
The Charleston Chew is just pure sugar. I mean, that's what it is. It's sugar coated with sugar. At least there's biscuit in the Twix.
I got to tell you, there's a lot of bars I would have voted over Charleston Chew, but when put up against the Twix, my vote is going Charleston Chew.
Yeah, Charleston Chew. Holy smokes, there are so many different kinds of Twix bars. Jesus.
Huh? It's only one, Twix.
No, there's 50 different kinds of Twix bars.
Mint.
Let me just give you
There's
a quick
peanut butter.
Twix PB, Twix Tea Breaks. This is a British one. Twix Miniatures, Cookies and Cream Twix, Chocolate Fudge Twix, Triple Chocolate, Choco and Orange Twix, Twix Extra, Ice Cream Twix, Chocolate Ice Cream Twix, Twix Top, Twix 100 Calorie, New Twix, Twix Mint, Ice Cream Twix, Orange Twix.
New Twix.
Yeah, that says...
Chalk and orange Twix.
Yeah, New Twix. From 2000, Mars changed the biscuit to a crunchier, less dense texture. The bars were also repackaged in new bright gold foil wrap. These bars replaced all old bars and wrappers. And that's the one we have standard, new Twix. That's the standard we have now in the U.S. Twix Pods, that's what you get in Australia.
Well, what's for official count? What's Roger's vote?
Holy smokes. What does Roger say? He's got to go Charleston Chew. He's not voting Twix. He knows what's right. Dandy relay.
Charleston Chew the winner.
Wow, 3-0, yeah. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
What a whirlwind ride that was.
32 candy bars started. And only one remains. The Charleston Chew, the king of candy bars as far as the sauce pot is concerned. Dandy R&D does not endorse this content or Charleston Chew or any products of the Tootsie Roll Company, a subsidiary of Cambridge Branch, Chicago, Illinois. It was a tough battle. Snickers fell, Kit Kat fell, Reese's fell, Twix fell, Hershey's bar fell. All these dang candies fell.
All of them.
And,
right into Dandy's backpack.
They're going to fall later, too.
And the Charleston Chew remains, which will stay here uneaten at the studio forever. Perch it right there.
Nice. Look at that.
There you go.
It's perfect.
It'll be
You got to move it one to the left.
Yeah, but these are pointed down.
No, go to two to the left. There you go. One.
Over here?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
And we'll get a box of Fruity Pebbles, and
Somehow.
we probably won't do any of those things, and that won't be here next time. But
Yep.
for now, there you go. So what do you say we get into some news? I don't have any news tonight. No listener mail. We've done it, though. We've accomplished our goal. Next time that we have a bracket challenge, Dandy, I'll be sure to get you a sub. Was that so bad, Dandy? Was that so bad?
No, because you had Roger's vote, who actually...
You had input on all the candies.
Every single one. You were like,
yeah, but
yes
I
or
don't
no.
care enough. Like,
Oh, boy.
And if there's one winner tonight, I think it's you with
It
all
is
this
me.
candy.
and my dentist.
Yeah, also a winner.
Yeah. Did we talk about what? Were we on or off the air when we talked about when I bought all this candy at the store?
We were on.
Okay, so no need to rehash. So
It's
yeah,
a lot of money. It's like $40 right there.
Yeah, it was about $40 in candy. Unfortunately,
Twix
but
Super Thick Shake, Twix Java, Dark Chocolate Twix, Twix Cappuccino, Twix Fino, Twix Coconut. There's so many kinds of
I've
Twix.
never seen any of those.
No, and most of these are American. Twix Coconut is in America right now.
I think I've seen the PB
Lurking.
Twix before.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
That's gross.
Twix Java, coffee flavored Twix, available in the U.S. during February of 2008. That's it. I'm serious. This Wikipedia page
was
is
a golden
also
age.
fucking expansive.
Wait, what was that one?
Twix
Only-
Java,
It was
2008
only-
February.
it was-
That's it. 1 month.
Somebody got sick.
Twix Cappuccino, 2007, limited edition, Poland.
only in Poland.
Only in Poland.
Twix company was like, how can we increase sales in Poland?
They love cappuccino.
Apparently,
Those Poles. There's so many kinds of Twix. Oh my gosh.
we had to buy the candy bars to bring them in. I mean, with cereal, that's one thing. That 64 cereals would have cost about $300.
Yeah.
More actually, probably, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you eat those with milk and stuff. But here with this, you had to have a little taste here and there.
Yeah.
We get to read the instructions and
Holy
or the ingredients and whatnot. But unfortunately, with all this time spent on candy bars tonight, we didn't get a chance to get to the news, nor did we get a chance to discuss the behavioral sink by Will Wales.
Damn it.
But maybe we can get back to it next time. Anything, guys, to say before we head out of here?
I got a stomach ache.
We did eat a lot of candy, especially you. Nobody ate more than Dandy. You ate probably 4 full bars in addition to the sampling that we did.
Twix was called
No, I had
Raider
3
in,
bars.
in
3
Austria,
bars.
Belgium, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, and Turkey. It was called Raider
Instead of Twix?
instead of Twix until 1991.
Huh.
Just letting you know. It's produced in Cleveland, Tennessee.
But obviously distributed throughout the world.
Have you ever been to Cleveland, Tennessee?
No, that's a lesser known Cleveland.
It's a crazy place. It's produced in Cleveland, Tennessee, and was known as Raider in all those countries up until 91.
This bar says it was produced in Hackettstown, New Jersey.
Hackettstown?
I can't see.
This says Cleveland, Tennessee right now. In
Hackett's-
North America, Twix is produced in Cleveland, Tennessee.
Hackettstown, New Jersey. Mars Snack Food US LLC.
Well, I'm just telling you. Cleveland, Tennessee, population 41,285.
They all work for the Twix factory.
Apparently.
Thinking up new flavors for Twix.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us up here again, everybody, on another Monday night. And thanks for hanging out with us and helping us decide which of 32 candy bars was the best. In case you're just tuning in, it's the Charleston Chew. We'll see you back here in 7 days.
We hope you enjoyed listening to this episode of the Sauce Podcast. Subscribe to our feed at thesaucepod.com. Look for us on iTunes and the Zune Marketplace. Contact us at info@thesaucepod.com. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/thesaucepod. We'll see you next week.
www.fingerlakes1.com